Hello everyone, it's Mr. Falls for a new marathon commentary video. Today I'm gonna speedrun Scoot Kaboom and the Tomb of Doom, which is a run I've picked up from a 12-hour challenge which I think the theme was All the World is a Stage. So you will see that it's a pretty unique take from this uh, theme. It's a very hardcore platformer. If you try it, you will struggle a lot on a lot of things, and I'm not the best player at this game for now, even though I'm pretty close to getting third place. Just a few things before I'm gonna start doing a run. I'm playing on the speedrun mode. The main game has a cutscene at the beginning and slower respawn time, while speedrun doesn't have any cutscene and you have instant respawn. So we are playing on this mode on speedruns. You can choose different food. The food is what you're gonna get at the end of the game. I wanted to take the pizza for now. And you have also some character you can select. I haven't unlocked every one of them. I'm gonna go with Scoot, which is a basic, it's all skins, but this is a basic skin. I'm probably not gonna do incentives for this game because there are too many choices in terms of skins. But I might, like if there is a run before which has, for instance, like a Sonic game, I might take this character, for instance, so it will depend on where the game will be in the schedule. One last thing, sorry. You can add some modifiers in the game. The only one you're allowed to activate is more checkpoints. There is a way to do a double jump without activating it. On keyboard you can press two jump inputs on different keys and you will be able to do a double jump, which is not possible with the controller, but I'm playing with a controller because I'm not used with keyboard. Anyway, that's enough talk. Let's start the run in 3, 2, 1, go. By the way, you are not gonna see the timer on my layout because this is in-game timer. So as you can see here, okay, I tried to show you the main aspect of the game. So the entire game is on one big screen, and the entire world will be revealed at yourself by completing some sections. It will slowly be harder and harder. This first part here is very easy. You only have some spikes and saw blades with some cycles you have to be careful about. And the more you will advance in the game, the more traps you will see. This is a very hard run to comment on, so I hope I will have someone else commenting for this game. Okay, that was a bad timing here for some reason. Very good. I would say the first 4 or 5 sections of the game are fairly easy compared to the rest of the game, at least. Since I'm not doing any PB attempts, obviously I'm gonna have some deaths I'm not gonna get usually, or deaths I'm gonna reset on, but okay, that's something that rarely happens. I have to jump here. Also, I'm gonna have to know where to have some donations reading during the run. That's pretty hard to know. If you want the plot of the game though, it's pretty funny. You are this dinosaur which is named Scoot, and you are being trapped by an evil scientist with some food, and you basically go in this maze with a lot of traps. So here, for instance, I don't have necessarily a lot of things to explain. This is the same exact kind of mechanics. The only thing I can explain is the little... that's the first time I'm dying on that today. That's funny. The little eggs, I can say, you're seeing on the map or checkpoints. And I don't remember which ones are the additional ones you can get from the modifiers. I'm pretty sure they are the blue ones. Oops. So here there will be a lot of tight timing with the spikes. You have to wait for the right timing. This is why it starts to be a little bit more tricky. That was a bit too early. This could be, I think, a fun and hype run to showcase because how hard it is. It would be like hype sometimes if I'm able to clear a very hard part on first try. Okay. So here I have to wait for the right cycle, which is here. I was lucky because sometimes you have to wait one more cycle. First new introduction of a new mechanic, the blocks which are like the spikes which are timed, which is a mechanic I really struggle with for some reason in this game. Also, all these kind of blocks can crush you if we are not careful. There we go. Soon there will be another mechanic like that. Oh! I wasn't expecting that. Okay. That's one unusual cycle. And here you have the blocks which are switching when you're jumping. That's something I try to avoid. Yeah, as you could see, oh, that's accidental. Pause. So I was crushed by one of the blocks, as you could see. Forgot to activate this. I need to focus on that one. There we go. This last one is pretty tricky too. Yeah, this one is a bit janky to do. There we go. So here you will have conveyor belts, which is not necessarily the most annoying trap in the game. There is just one part in this section which is very annoying. You can already see it below. And that's... that's the first try. Let's go. So here, no new mechanic, and to be honest, this will probably be the first part for donations. A very quick one at least. I got a very favorable cycles, by the way. Very quick because, as you can see, there is already a new mechanic here. Fireballs, which are a little bit broken because if you hug a wall, they won't be able to touch you like this. So you can use that as at your advantage. Okay, that's new. Oh my god. This is I wanna be the guy like a game in the sense that you will see a lot of death. I'm also really struggling here for some reason. It's not supposed to be a hard part. There we go. Here you have to be careful, time your jump well. Sometimes your jumps are you're not jumping as high as you want to. That's a really weird things that can happen. And also you can get stuck on some corners too, which is super annoying. here I have to wait for a cycle. There we go. And next area you will see some teleporters and I need to take the right ones. There is a mechanic in this game if you want to do the 100% if you want. You can collect some gems in items part of the map. I don't remember how many there are. I think there are 23. But I'm not gonna collect any of them on this round because it's totally optional. And a lot of time there are some very tricky parts. I mean, maybe not all of them, but some of them, especially on this section. The gem part is very difficult. Oh my god, I'm not having the right timing for that. So this is a new mechanic too. Those platforms can fall apart and you have to be careful with that. Now, I'm doing this mistake every time for some reason. Yeah, this is a very difficult game, as you can see. I'm doing some mistakes I'm not supposed to do, but still. You're gonna see some very tricky parts pretty soon, actually. Oh, I did it too late. There we go. I have to wait for that, and soon we will see some lasers. I think that was early. Actually, no. Amazing. Timing for the lasers are very finicky. I'm glad I did it on first try. This is a pretty frustrating part. And same here. Yeah. That's very difficult. The last jump is very easy to miss for some reason. It's not even the last jump that I'm missing here. My god. Mais I was about to speak in French. That's what I was speaking about when sometimes jumps are not working as intended. There we go. Okay, so this part used to be the hardest part for me. Not like this autoscroller part, but the next part. This part is still very hard for me. Especially this jump. Which I did on first try, amazing. And then here, I'm gonna try a risky strat. Actually, I can't. Maybe I could actually. So I'm gonna do the... Never mind. I have another chance to try it. That's what I was talking about with corners. I just got stuck in a corner. Yeah. So this part is very infamous for making me losing my patience. Thankfully I'm not on a PB attempt, so I can take my time. Taking too much time here. By the way, if I'm failing some parts too much, it could be some ways to have donations, especially since that now that I've done this part here, there are some new kind of saw blades here, but this part is not the hardest one, to be honest. So you can definitely do some donations on this part. And on the next section as well, which is probably the easiest of the second part of the... the second part of the game. That was risky as hell. This thing might be one of the only hard part. There we go. Yeah, now the hard part is done. You have new kind of spikes here, spikes that will be activated when you will be close to them. They can be tricky on some parts of the game. By the way, for chat, this won't be a PBA at all. This part seems very tricky since you don't see anything. I mean, only shadows, but this is honestly a great breathing time for me, and just before the last 3 sections of the game, which are notorious for being very hard. Starting with this one. You have to work with a cycle with these lasers, and I can tell you this is hard to navigate here. I'm not having a good cycle here. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Okay. Oh, that's not a very wise mistake. There we go. Another hard part because you will see some flame lines. I don't know how they are called in Super Mario Bros, but these type of traps which are pretty annoying to deal with, as you can see. Sometimes you think you're good and actually you're not. And you have also some little fireball like that, which are just here to troll you, because you will usually forget that they are here. That wasn't very wise too. I just saw your your message. Hello Astrid, hope you're doing good. And yeah, this is actually very hard. So here I just have to wait for the right timing, which I just got. Yeah, I was very lucky I saw your message, but I'm just gonna focus on the rest since I'm recording for marathon's submission. And the end of the game is very hard. So here you will see one very tricky part because you have those blocks here that are activated with your jumps, and you have to get some very tight timing like this. First try. That's pretty great, to say the least. Oops. That was... And this is the last section of the game. So when you're in on the blue background, your gravity will be inverted. Can makes you think of VVVVV, but the feeling is definitely not the same. This is a pretty different mechanic. This is not supposed to be a hard part for me. The worst part of this section is coming up pretty soon. Here, because you will be able to see your old friends moving platforms. Yeah, that wasn't very wise. I have to wait one cycle for this and got the checkpoint. This is the last hard part of the game, and timer will be coming pretty soon. I have one more checkpoint to activate. I just have to clear that thing. That was extremely unlucky. This part is very trolly. I'm not even kidding. And here I have to have the right timing for the lasers, because I have to wait just a little bit to not get crushed by the spike, and it's time. So yeah, this is the run. Again, this is a pretty hard run to commentate. I hope I did a good job on this one to explain the game, the mechanics, the lore, which is not a big lore. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy this video. I'm gonna try to submit that to few marathon. I think it could be a fun run to showcase with how hard it is. Thanks for watching and see you in another video. Bye bye.